back. We got video. How do you guys feel about that?
Everybody's on the shirts team.
You can actually see it.
Future. Gonna be on the shirts team.
We're gonna have a segment where you have to go skins. Yeah, you just have to go skins at one point. You have to do
like
it.
A 90-day, like
We got to work up to it. Yeah, if you're listening to us, you can't see our shirts, but we're on YouTube now.
We're on the shirts team.
We're on the shirts team. You are listening to the Shirts and Skins podcast. I'm Matt Lamb alongside Brandon Miner and Mark Moss. Like we said, we are now on video. Check us out on YouTube. You can just search up Shirts and Skins podcast. You'll find us there. Check us out. Leave us a comment. We've got
a couple comments.
Couple comments.
Yeah.
We got a shout out from, first off, this wasn't a comment, but we were mentioned by BJ Rains.
BJ. Unsolicited to my knowledge.
Unsolicited.
Because I was just listening because I'll be honest, I get about an hour and a half a day where I'm driving or working out that I get to listen to this stuff. And I was just listening and all of a sudden he was kind of mentioning stuff and I was like, whoa, hey. And it sounded like his buddy Jordan listened, so it was cool.
Yeah, he did. He said he listened to it and he's like, I don't know if I should be giving shout outs to other podcasts.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it sent our listener numbers through the roof.
Yeah.
That day, seriously.
Actually, it did give us a boost, which led to one of the comments saying, love the podcast you guys did today. Thanks for taking up an hour of my workday.
Sweet.
Andrew Firkins.
Thanks,
Good
Andrew.
guy.
Leading to inefficiencies at work. That's what we do best.
Keeping
Glad we
people
can spread
from
that out from just us
keeping
three.
people from doing work is what we do.
Okay.
We're good at it.
Yeah.
But you can listen to us while you're working.
Andrew does pest control.
Okay. You can listen to us while you're doing pest control.
Yep. Which he does.
Cleaning the garage.
Okay.
Mowing the lawn. Driving with the kids. We're a family-friendly.
No, that's tough. Tough to do that. It's just tough to do that.
It
Kids get in
depends
the
on
way.
your kids,
They hate
right?
it. Nah, yeah, I guess so. If your kids are like all into tablets, I just solo drive. Solo driving or mowing my lawn or working in the yard, cleaning the garage. That's me. That's me.
I like working out. That's
working out too.
Getting
Actually,
pumped.
I agree with that.
See,
I've listened to the playlist.
Show it. Go Skins and show us how much podcast you've been listening to.
That's the problem.
Yeah, you haven't been listening to too many podcasts recently.
That's the problem. Got to change it, but anyway.
So he gets in one podcast every 2 weeks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, about that.
Do a quick podcast, maybe 10-minute podcast. 10-minute podcast.
Nothing over 10 minutes.
5 minutes on the cardio and call it good.
He's probably drinking a soda while he's on the bike.
Drinking a
Izzy.
There you go.
If anyone's interested in any product placement, find a spot.
Yeah, I think maybe 8 or 9 people may see that.
Yeah. So anyway, we love, the comments. Let us know what you think, good or bad. Find us on YouTube, Twitter. Tell us why we suck.
Can I tell you a comment thing that I regret?
Yeah.
Going back to 2015, 16.
A comment that you made?
Yeah.
On this show?
No.
Oh, okay.
The show wasn't around.
What are we talking about? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Do you remember when Caves and Prater were going?
Oh, yeah.
And they had the negative text line or negative.
Yeah.
What would they call it? I forget what they called it.
Negative instant message.
Yeah. Negative instant message.
Always, they'd mentioned Prater's dog Pebbles a number of times on their show. And I always wanted to text in, hey, Prater, get home and give me my shots. Because I guess the dog had diabetes.
Oh, yeah,
What?
I remember that.
You taking pop shots at the dog, man?
Hey, they did. They did.
Who's
And I
they?
would.
Prater?
Caves and Prater would.
Oh, okay.
And so I was going to text in as Pebbles and say, hey, Prater, I'm low on shots. I need you to come home, drag your fat back here and do that, right? Yeah.
This is aggressive.
So anyway, finally get around to doing it. This is one of the worst timing messages I've ever sent, and I've sent a number of them.
His dog had died
that day.
No.
I sent it in. I had no idea. I had no idea.
JP read it?
I don't know either. I don't know that.
Yeah. All right.
You don't know if they didn't read it on the air.
I
though?
sent
You don't
it.
know?
I sent it, and then the next day they talked about his dog dying, like the prior couple days, and I'm done. I'm not sending messages anymore.
That was the end of it.
The risk reward is not there for me.
So don't send any messages about our dogs dying. But
Well, I mean, they're live today, so
yeah,
Well, they
we
don't
should
know
be
our
clear,
dogs.
But we do like the comments, and let's hear it. Yeah, because it's kind of fun. We kind of give our opinions and stuff, and it goes out there. And I'm sure there's people that disagree and think we're crazy or whatever. And any sort of back and forth would be super fun. So yeah.
Didn't somebody chat in their score prediction?
Yeah, I
Their
did.
win-loss prediction. Is that right?
Yep, I got one from my brother. Listened to one of them. Shout out to Brian, and he did. Yeah, we got an 8-4. So if anyone wants to,
Ooh, he's one under
He's
what we
going
were.
8-4.
9-3.
yeah,
Who are the losses? We got a Wyoming.
Did he call the Wyoming loss at home? Because
I don't think so.
I will hate it if we lose to Wyoming at home.
Man, where's his?
I will hate it.
Is that going to be a hot punishment for you?
That'll be a hot.
You're going to have to do something because we lost and you
Yeah.
called it.
That's the wrong Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Mark's on the spot. Getting a
Sorry.
few.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
wasn't overly prepared here, but
8-4. Not high expectations for the
yeah, it's kinda where we're
performance
at.
this year.
Hey, back to
where it
Caves and
is.
Prater. You called into the show.
I called in a lot.
a lot.
I called it.
I called in a lot.
You called in, Mark?
Yeah,
I
your
sent
heart
one.
gets pumping, and
Yeah.
you got talking so
Yeah.
fast. I remember I was so.
Yeah, I
don't
did.
know.
I did a few games. Won some shirts. Won a steak dinner at everybody's favorite prime rib dinner.
Lock,
at,
stock, and barrel.
Nope, JB's. Yeah,
JB's.
took my wife.
Did you
Took
go
my
to
wife.
Perkins? Come on,
Took my
Tiger.
wife, and I.
Do they have a buffet at JB's?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like many people think, not the best prime rib place in the valley. Like really basically a gas station restaurant.
I think prime rib is overdone. It's like a lot of restaurants, that's their Friday or Saturday night special. And maybe it's just me. Prime rib is not.
I'm not a
that
big prime
cool.
rib guy.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
like
that
prime rib.
I'm not a prime rib guy.
JB's anything.
It came out and there was this. Not going to sound good.
Was it meat sitting in a plate of blood?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even that. It was. This is odd. This is a distinct memory for me. When you look at water and gasoline's on top, it like has that prism of color.
Yeah.
The prime rib came out and there
marble, right? Like the marbleized. Isn't that what they say?
Is that what it is? Is
Yeah,
that what?
there's
So
like a
gasoline on
marble.
top of water, you see kind of that reflection
Yes.
of different colors. Is
It's
that
al-
what it is?
Yeah, it's almost not like a rainbow, but you get a bunch of colors in there.
That's what was on top of the prime rib, and I looked at it like, what?
No, that's
is
I
that?
think that's normal.
On a prime rib. It looked odd, and we kind of
Normal.
pushed it around
So
a little bit.
JB's, where what prime rib?
And
the IHOP prime rib. What are we talking about?
I don't know how old that prime rib was.
Jeez. All right.
You didn't want to
Yeah, I
ask
didn't.
either.
I didn't eat it. I think we had a bite or two and
Yeah.
went and ate somewhere else.
You went to Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Got
But I
chicken
won that.
basket.
I won that, dude. Because at the time, college football trivia was
This is what?
kind of my thing.
Have you done it lately with the rock
I hate that segment.
Rock jock or
and
something.
pop
Oh, I
culture?
turned-
Nah, I don't like
I
that
don't like
one.
that
Yeah,
segment.
I haven't actually even listened to that.
I listened to it today.
Yeah, I haven't listened
I
to
like-
their program.
I
I,
like-
I was
Ball
2
game.
out of 3 today.
I think it's fine, but I don't like that segment personally.
think when Caves left for me, it kind of did it.
I could
Yeah.
do 3 hours of Boise State. And
Be fine.
I'd be fine with it. I don't need the
You
other
love
stuff.
Boise State, damn. Is there anything you love interest-wise more
No.
than Boise State?
No, I mean, as far as recreation, I mean, you got your work. I mean, you got your family, got your work,
Edit.
you got your faith, right? Throw it in there. And then after that, as far as things that I enjoy golfing. I like sporting events. But
number
in
one.
general,
Number one.
of free recreational time. Yeah, I'd say Boise
Anything
State.
Boise State?
Not anything. Football for sure. And I was I played basketball, right? But basketball is definitely a kind of a distant second for me as far as interest.
Not
and
me.
I think you flipped.
I flipped. I've totally
You're
flipped.
totally a
I'm
bandwagoner. 3 years
holder.
ago, that was not the case.
Season ticket holder.
For basketball.
We go for basketball.
Right.
We take my kid. I take my.
Yeah.
I have one son that's really into it, and we
Yeah.
wait at the end of every game and talk to the players.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
But what if they went? What if they're 500 again? I think you lose interest,
it's going to be
right?
tough. Yeah. I'd go for my son.
You've ridden and that's fine. I'm not criticizing that, but you've definitely. I don't know why that is, but I can invest my time a little bit easier for like 12 Saturdays. And basketball, there's a lot more games.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I do enjoy it.
It's an event
football.
during the winter, which I struggle in the winter.
Yeah.
And when Leon first came, I would go to games. We'd always lose. Dude. And I just struggled to catch it. And then when Hutch came in his senior year, we won a few. Yeah, we won it like the 44 against San Diego. That was a great game. And he took us pretty far. And then we started building. And then our team actually looked like a basketball team. We had tall guys. We had athletic guys.
A team now.
Yeah.
Like we're an NCAA looking team.
Right. And so we're close to the threshold and I'm excited for that. Yeah. I enjoy that.
So it's obviously season starts Saturday. We're here. What's your excitement level compared to when basketball season starts? Are you more?
So basketball,
because I'm excited.
Basketball for me is a slow build,
slow burn, because you got some exhibition
stuff.
It
takes 10 or 12 games to really get in. I don't know if the conference schedule, or it just takes time for me to start building. And then at the end of the year, the last
like conference play, and then you're getting
towards the end of it. Especially if we've rattled off a bunch of wins at the start in conference play. Now we're in the mix, and then there's endless numbers of bracket predictions where we start out in like a 6 seed and then we drop to a 12.
I think that's what makes it awesome, and that's what we're missing in football, and that's hopefully what if they go to the 12-team playoff
and they win.
They win,
and they've been winning.
We're in the national conversation bubble talk for a month. Boise State is, you know what I mean, and in basketball, and so I just think that makes every game count even more, and you're kind of seeing what other teams are doing. And that's how it was in football 7-8 years ago or whatever, when we're looking at the other smaller schools or whatever.
They'd have the BCS standings come out every week.
Yes.
And that was the thing to watch that, because you're like, where are they putting us?
Yep. And I miss that.
I
want that again. I want that.
The pulse of college football was Kirk Herbstreit. And he talked about us. Kurt. No, I love him too, but he never talks to us now. But
dude.
No. We didn't get any love. I was watching it on Saturday.
Well, we don't deserve any love. No. We shouldn't get any love. We don't give them any love. We don't.
It's true. It's true. I guess I'm just living in the past.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
But all the love went to Tulane for the group of 5 schools. The Green Wave.
Just pick a random one.
I think I sent it. It was like Tulane's last 20 years.
Yeah.
And they're like, what, 12-2 last year, and had a great year. And like every year before, like their average is like 5-7. They're like multiple
I think people
years.
Are just looking for
They had one good year, and they might be good again. I don't know. But
their coach is going to leave in a year.
It's just like, come on. But we need to win. I mean, three episodes in a row. I'm talking about winning.
To your point.
Yeah.
Excitement level.
Yeah.
Low.
Really?
For me, it's low.
I'm excited.
Part of it is just college football in general.
Right? Part of it's college football in general.
Yeah.
Part of it is I'm a little. I guess I have some dissonance towards college football in general, just because I feel like, okay, look, we know the narrative. I've been doing this for 23 years. I feel like college football, and the story now the last 10 years has been like the same.
Yeah.
And really since the playoff started, it's kind of been the same. When was the last BCS championship? Was that the Texas? I don't know. When was the last one?
13 or 14, right in there. It's been about almost 10 years.
Since in the playoff era, how many people have won the national championship? Clemson,
I don't have this
Alabama,
stuff.
Georgia.
I think Ohio State got one in there.
Ohio State.
LSU.
They won in playoff? I don't know. Right. No, I didn't know.
LSU, they won.
You're right. Ed Odron.
Yeah, you're right. In 10 years?
But it's the same 133 teams, and there's 8 of them that, I don't know. Yeah. I agree with that.
Okay, yeah.
That's kind of where, we touched on last week. It's like, at what point, and I don't think none of us 3 are ready to go there yet, but at what point are you like, all right, winning the Mountain West is good enough? I'm not there yet, but at some point, that's where we need to start. We need to get back to winning the Mountain West. We need to get back, but
my battery will recharge 8 straight wins.
You
And your brother-
Didn't we
to
do
start
that
the
last
year?
season though?
Your bro.
We did do that
We
last
did do that last
No,
season.
because we lost.
No,
BYU
we
in
lost.
the-
Dude, we
No.
lost to North Tech or who?
we-
UTEP.
no,
We lost to UTEP.
And
What are you
then we
talking
finished.
about?
The win
Oh yeah,
finished.
no, I liked it, and I liked
Okay.
it. I was into it.
were getting
Yeah,
into it.
but at the same time, we had hit a low,
Don't lose to BYU at home,
dude. But
That was so. I was there too. God.
I was there too. So dumb.
we're just going to retread
No.
difficult
No.
feelings and thoughts
Hey,
right now.
What's wrong with
Bad
that?
emotions.
I wanted to bring up one thought that I
Go
had
ahead.
about because we were talking about BCS and playoff. Do you guys ever watch the old rerun games like on ESPN, like the classics?
No, but here's what I do.
Yeah,
If it's
see 'em
if
every
it's
once
2007 Fiesta Bowl, I do every time.
on
like
Twitter,
on
right?
Twitter,
Okay, at
I
least
just
once
like
a
yeah,
yep,
you just watch it.
You got to watch it. Doesn't
But
matter how long.
it was funny because it was right before the playoff was going to be. They were going to start the playoff, right? And they're like, I'm not so sure about this playoff. It'll be great as long as it doesn't ruin this great bowl system that we have. And now we look at bowls as, I don't know,
Oh,
they're
the
just a
bowls are
joke.
a joke.
They're
They're
a
a
joke.
joke. It's
and
stupid.
back then, like
Exhibition.
the bowl was your championship.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would. Okay, can I have a
That-
follow up
it's a
question when you're
byproduct.
done? When you're done, I have
Yeah,
a
I'm
follow-up.
done.
Okay. The
So are you
Bulls
saying you
always
wanna
have been
get-
stupid.
by saying-
in my opinion, the Bulls have been stupid.
By saying that, are you saying we should go back to just bowls and just voting?
See, I like
or-
having a winner. I like having an outright. They play it, it was
Yeah.
decided. It was decided on the field, not by a bunch of writers.
How would you redo the Bulls system? Because it's lost almost any.
There's too many of them. I would cut out a bunch
Yeah.
of them.
Okay.
If you have a losing record, you don't make a
No
bowl.
way. Or even 6-6.
If you're 6 and
Forget
6, you
about
got to have a
I
winning
think
record.
you should. I think you should shuffle the teams by power ranking, and then just go down. And a bowl should be assigned to that
One
level of
versus
power
two,
ranking.
2
Yeah,
3 versus
and then
4.
the matchups there would make much more sense to me than these random like. This guy knows this guy, and so the bowls work. And so, or this number, this Pac-12 8th team is going against the Mountain West 2.5 team.
Right.
To me, I don't get any of that. And there's so much bowl conjecture at the end of the season that makes no sense. But I would love to see really strong matchups that are out of conference play. That would be very unique. Especially in a power ranking lineup like that. That would be cool for me. I would like that.
Problem is the games, most of the games, like I would never, not that I bet, but I would never bet bowl games because you never know, first of all, which coaches got
Right,
fired
right,
or whatever.
you're right.
And then like some of the kids just checked out.
Yeah, they
man.
don't play.
They're worried about
That's
their
fine.
girlfriends. And you just never know the quality because they don't care. No one cares
So
about
should
the
it
bowl
end
game.
at the end of the regular season or the end of the
No, well,
championship season?
Doesn't really
Why
matter.
not?
We're not making. Hey, next year, top 12. That's awesome. And then I don't know. Then I would be with Matt. I would drop the number of bowls, and then you just fill in this Citrus Bowl,
What?
some of these other bowls with the top 40 teams instead of the top 75.
What
80
if they
teams
did
getting
drop
a bowl.
them? Like, who cares? Like,
It doesn't matter. But it
Yeah,
just.
I
because
mean,
they-
there's
they're-
obviously
they just
money
don't
to be
worthless.
made, right?
Yeah.
Is there though? Is
There
there
is.
I
money?
think TV.
TV makes money on
Yeah.
these things.
Ugh.
Even these crazy. Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. Otherwise, they wouldn't
ESPN
exist.
does.
They wouldn't show
They
'em.
wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
If there
Yeah,
wasn't
maybe.
money.
I don't
It's all
know.
about money.
I know the schools lose money.
Yeah, they have to pay some. I don't think they lose.
They have to take a certain amount of tickets
Yeah,
and like
I don't know if that's
sell
still-
those, right?
Yeah.
Well, the traveling, they bring everybody, the band and the
Yeah,
cheerleaders
you're
and all
right.
the backups and
I think,
everybody.
Hey, go. Lo and behold, it's back to ESPN and Fox. I mean, that's who runs the freaking football. But anyways,
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me anything.
Whoa.
Except some things maybe not on air.
Oh, okay.
I may not answer.
Maybe I'll come back to that later. All right, look. Okay, so I'm just going to give you some games. Actually, no, I'm not even going to give you games. If there's top 4 BSU football games in order, 1 to 4, that you would watch every single time, what would those 4 games be? I'm curious go, Mark.
first Fiesta for
Okay,
sure.
2007 Fiesta Bowl.
Virginia Tech.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably at Oregon, even though it was a really shaky finish.
Oh,
to
interesting.
that
Like
game.
Kellen Moore's
Because that
freshman
was
year?
like the start of the Kellen Moore
Okay.
era. That was like
I wouldn't thought that
That's
one.
back when Tom Scott and David Augusto were like.
No, it
Augusto was
wasn't.
roaming
I think
the
so.
sideline.
No, it wasn't.
They were broadcasting.
No, they
like
weren't.
this. Yes.
No, they weren't.
Dude, that
No,
was
They
they
were
old.
like pre and post game. They weren't. It was probably
Maybe
on
not.
ESPN.
Dude, it was old though.
I would
Anyway.
go those 3, and then Probably that Fresno game
Okay.
we talked about.
I wouldn't have thought the Oregon game, but honestly, like the Fiesta Bowl.
What? Oh, dude. Georgia game, man.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Good, but we blew them out.
But that was a great feeling. That was a celebration.
I know,
that was
but it
redemption
like,
game.
Can you imagine that? Like 10 years or 12 years ago, we went to Georgia
And beat the
we were
stuffing
higher
out of it.
ranked and
Yeah.
beat Georgia handily. And we're like, yep.
Yeah.
I would
that's
say-
expected.
We expected to win
I would
that
say
game.
my number one.
That's so insane
Virginia
to think
Tech.
about. That was awesome. Did you guys go? My dad.
No.
I had some
We
family
watched it
members went.
together
Yeah.
at your house.
I had some. My dad was.
I wish I would have gone to that game
Watch,
badly.
if anyone, pull up the YouTube video of
The pregame.
pregame.
Yeah.
I've seen that multiple times.
Metallica, right?
Metallica
Yeah.
and that whole place, whatever,
Just, like, not collapsing.
80,000 or just
That would have been magical
And like
moment.
there's like Pete and everyone just sitting there taking it in, and then
You
we
know,
freaking beat
I
them.
remember reading an article after that game that Jerron Johnson was like talking to a reporter, and he said, he describing that moment kind of in the tunnel, listening to all that stuff. He's like, everybody was just dead nervous. They were so anxious. And he's like, except Kellen. It's like Kellen wasn't nervous. That was crazy. I would say that's number one.
We are living. Okay. That's number one.
That's number one for me. I'm not
Stop.
kidding. Entertainment for
Fiesta Bowl.
entertainment value.
Fiesta
For
Bowl.
entertainment value. Why?
Ouch.
Why? I can't have my opinion.
Tell
Come
Brandon
on.
why he's wrong.
I want to go to the Pac-12.
Okay, comments.
I want to go to the Pac-12 as an organization. Just kidding. That's why.
Does the Pac-12 exist?
No. Entertainment
was
value.
great. It was,
Entertainment
but the
value was
Fiesta-
incredible.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But
And
it's-
the
What the
oh,
It was the
Fiesta Bowl.
season kickoff too. That was a big
yeah,
deal.
That was
and,
awesome.
And
It
it,
was-
like sparked his Heisman. I mean,
no
that was
doubt, or
incredible.
They're 1 and 2. We can all agree those two games are 1
Okay,
and 2.
that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go. I also would choose the Fresno game, 2001.
Yeah.
Loved that game, Georgia, and then the 2007 Fiesta Bowl. I would say I would watch those games. I don't know that I'd watch Georgia every time though. I'd watch highlights of Georgia
I
every
watch
time.
highlights. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would
Can-
watch from start to finish those 3 games.
Can I ask you a question? Can we?
Are you a medical doctor?
Do you have a medical degree? Can we flip that on its head and do the 4 worst games?
Why would I watch those? Like,
No, I'm
why
not
would I
saying
watch
you're gonna
those?
watch 'em.
Okay, obviously Nevada. You can't. No, I can't even list that because it's just so
It hurts.
painful.
Dude, it's
Can we take that out? Can I not
No,
have
that's
that?
on there. You don't have to watch
Okay,
it.
then why are we? That's number 1 through 4.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Find 3 other ones. Find
The
3
last-
other ones.
the last 2
UTEP,
years.
Does UTEP go on that list?
UTEP sucked. You know what game sucked? Can I go back to this one?
Yeah.
At Air Force, we lost 7-6 or something.
Isn't
we
that
lost
the one we were like 4th
We
in
were
goal?
4th in goal.
And we 3 straight times, right?
3 straight times, straight up to
that
middle.
was bad.
And Rippin was like, they wouldn't let him throw, so he just threw it down the sideline to Spurbeck a bunch of
We had
times.
McNichols, right? And
Yeah, and it was like the worst coach game I may have seen, and I was like ready to go. I hated it. That's why can I just finish this?
Sorry.
This is why my football, my football energy is just taking gut shot and
you've
shots
got-
to my core, and I'm done with that.
You've got
I
that-
hate that.
You've got big football energy, don't you? Yeah.
Is that an inside reference?
Yeah.
No. Well, anyway, I don't know about that, but I just my enthusiasm for football over the years has just like been chopped down little by little to where it's at right now.
But that's what's going to make it so great when we beat Washington, right, Matt?
Dude, not when we lose to Wyoming.
Dude, the worst-
Okay.
okay,
The
can I-
top 4 for Matt's gonna be Wyoming.
Before we change this, the
about-
worst 8-day period, losing at home, back-to-back to Air Force and
then
New
s-
Mexico.
Oh,
Back to back.
that was the
That was a
option
picture.
thing.
Yeah, they were both, and then
I don't even remember
losing
that.
to Mendenhall's Virginia team.
Yeah, that sucked.
And they were bad.
They were bad. They were bad.
And they came in just
Was that Rippin?
wiped us. Yeah, Rippin.
Oh,
It was Rippin
dude, that
era.
sucked.
We lost like 41-20. It was like it wasn't even close, and that was
wasn't.
like one of those times where you're like,
What?
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
It was like you lose a close game.
This is a dumb question. Why are we even
Yeah.
doing this? Is a dumb question.
Hey.
I hate this question. Can I say that? I think that there's so many lows.
Kick ourselves right in the freaking. Jeez.
Okay, here's this
Okay.
fun fact. So, Mike Sanford, he does the
Yes.
podcast.
Yeah. What's his podcast name?
It's
He's with BJ. It's
So
on
he does it with-
BNN.
Okay.
ball game and
Ball talk. With
ball talk.
Ball
Okay.
game and
ball talk.
Whatever.
So he said, We're going to beat Washington.
He said that?
He said that.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Well, why does that
Mark my
matter?
words. Okay. He said Washington is the best opponent BSU has played in the last 10 years. Agree or disagree?
I saw that.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay, so here's the thing. You can't, there's no way that those two things are both true, that we're going to beat them and they're the best team we played. Because this is not our best team the last 10 years. I mean, it'd be great.
Well, you don't have to. Yeah. I mean, you can get lucky.
You can get lucky. If we win, well, the question was, is this the best team? On paper, they look great. They were great last year. 11-2? They returned everybody. Listen to this stat. I wish it might have been ball game. And someone said this within this last week. Okay. So, sorry.
All right. Cite your source here.
Yeah. So, okay. The Senior Bowl. Okay. End of the season, there's a Senior Bowl. It's like the all-star game for. So they put out their list of
this year's Senior Bowl.
Yeah, so they don't have a team yet, but it's like the watch list for the Senior Bowl. Okay,
a more worthless list probably doesn't exist, right?
So it's pretty worthless. But listen,
the too early Senior Bowl.
Let me give
list.
you this though. Let me give you this. Okay, Alabama has 10 teams on the watch
10
list.
guys.
10
of the Senior
players.
Bowl. They're seniors. They're gonna 10. Boise State has 1. George Holani.
Okay.
Washington
Love Holani, by the way.
Washington has 10. 10 seniors that are that are seniors that are going to get drafted next year.
I don't have any weight in that.
I do. That means they have a ton of talent and experienced talent.
Okay.
And
Sure.
we have George Holani.
He's a good player, dude.
Can we okay, so I think they're really good. I think they were really good last year.
What are they? So, but we've learned over the last 5 years, the preseason ranking is a joke. It's stupid.
Agreed.
They could be the number 1 team. They could be the number 50 team.
Right?
They could be anywhere in between that. And Washington has been so inconsistent the last 5 years. It's hard for me to say they are a juggernaut powerhouse that's going to roll through everybody no matter what. So I guess I won't say they're the best team until I see it. Like at the end of the year, I'll say, okay, that was the best team.
Like Oregon
we
State
played.
last year ended up being a really good team.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Week 1, they were quite good.
Yeah. And we lost to them.
We got
we almost came back.
You know,
right?
but
didn't we come back?
We made it like
a
sort
week
of
of 10.
respectable,
Okay.
but it was like 30.
But you know, we probably sparked that. You know, because we just gave them the game.
They owe it to us.
Yeah, they owe us something.
Yeah.
Coming
They're
out
really
west.
good.
I'm not going to say it. There's no way, but I don't know. The best team in the last 10 years? Is that what the
What are
question
some
is?
of the best teams we've played in the last 10 years?
So going back to
2013?
2013.
Did you send us that list, Matt?
No.
We haven't
Oh,
played
what
that.
was that?
I mean, we beat a top 10 BYU team that never should have been top 10.
No, that was during COVID, right?
No. It was the year after COVID.
Oh, okay.
Hank
Well,
went down there, had a good game.
I mean, we beat a strong UT Martin team.
We got UT. I think we've beaten them twice in the last 10 years.
is there a way I could go over the schedule here? I mean, do we want to go through that, or
We've
do
already
we?
gone through the schedule.
Well,
this
no, the
year.
last 10
No,
years.
last 10
Oh.
years.
Just rank teams, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
Washington is this year. Okay, all right. Go to 2000. I'm not even going to go to 2022. Okay. No ranked teams in 2013.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going.
That was Pete's
We
8.
played Washington again, by the way. Old Miss,
This team,
2014.
hard to say, but
All right. Number 10, Arizona.
that
was
the
a Fiesta Bowl.
They weren't that good.
They weren't.
I mean,
we beat them.
We beat them. 2014. 2015, we're going no ranked teams.
What?
At least by the end of the year, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
2016. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Baylor.
Oh,
they killed us.
they were 6 and 6, and they.
Washington State and Fresno were both ranked in 2017. Oregon.
That Washington State loss up there was so
Oh,
bad.
dude.
And
We
they
had
Oh, that was bad.
We had
We had
and the
it.
UCF game 2 years. We've blown
was
some
interesting.
big leads on the road
Yeah.
the last few years. Big leads.
So the only teams that have been ranked have been Fresno and Utah State
Utah
in
State was
2018.
ranked in there. BYU was ranked in there.
This is
a couple
stupid.
times.
BYU was 9th.
Yeah, so I think that I mean, who knows? The thing is about preseason rankings, you have a little bit more idea when the majority. So all their playmakers are all back, and
All right.
their defense supposedly wasn't great last year. They think they're going to be better. I don't know. I think we're up. You know, are we doing predictions right now, or is that later? What
No,
are we doing?
it was just-
Okay. I think they're tough. I think
Yeah.
they're going to be tough. I think they're
It's
really
close. It's probably close.
They're up there.
Yeah.
But they could end up. It's just I think it's premature to say that.
Sure.
I think that's something you could answer looking back.
Speaking of previous years and previous quarterbacks, Hank Bachmeier had his debut game.
Hey,
Anybody see
I didn't
any
see
highlights?
the highlights. I just saw
I
the
saw the
stats.
highlights. I saw the highlights. A few highlights. Yep.
Smoke Davis, is that his name? His receiver? I think it's Smoke
He's got a
Davis.
couple receivers.
He's the
He's law
smaller
tech,
guy,
right?
but super fast.
Is he law tech?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he threw like a, 15-yard pass, and he took it like 60.
That helps the stats for sure.
Helps the stats.
Did he look good in the highlights?
His stats were great, dude.
Yeah.
But did he look good in the highlights?
I just saw. I literally was what was on ESPN.com.
I think there's a lot of yards after catch.
Yeah.
Look up how many times he was sacked.
That's what
I
I
didn't
didn't
see
look
that.
it up.
Do it. Okay, I'll look it.
You
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
I did see like the whole waiting. I mean, we don't need to kill Hank, but he like ran into the back of the O-line.
Butt fumble style.
Oh,
No. I did see that, but anyway, I don't know. I wish Hank the best.
I do too. I got nothing against it. I mean, just the way the system's set up now, I understand he had to leave. If he wanted, I think he saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
I think Plow they never admitted it, but I honestly believe in my heart, I believe that when
your heart of
Plow
hearts.
left and they brought in Cutter, that at a minimum, they said, hey, Hank and Talon, open competition at a minimum. And maybe said, Hank, we're going to go with Talon, maybe. But at a minimum, and I think Hank it rubbed me the wrong way that someone who's a starting quarterback for 4 years leaves in the middle of a season. That rubbed me the wrong way. But ultimately, you kind of had to do it to preserve the year, and I get it. And I wish him well.
And we're happy that it happened, though, right? I mean, we're
Totally.
glad.
so
I
As
think
far
a
as like
win-win.
getting Talon.
Win-win. Talon got some experience.
Yeah.
77% completion. Not bad.
Can I say something on that real quick? That's the highest of his career. He played here 4 years, never.
That's a coaching thing. That's a coaching thing.
So let's talk about it.
I'm not done yet. I'm ready
Okay,
to hear.
go
Okay, one TD, one interception.
Okay.
And they played, their opponent was FIU. Right?
FIU.
Yeah, but his skill guys
Sacked
around
twice.
him are equal to
Sacked twice.
Two
sacked
times.
twice.
Sacked twice. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah.
2 sacks. Usually he had 2 broken ribs was like his stat for each game. I think he averaged 2 broken ribs.
Sacks. He probably averaged 4
So
sacks.
I want to go back
it
to
was-
that. You say it's coaching.
It's coaching.
So he was here
100%
for
coaching.
4 years, and he never threw for 78% or whatever you said. And his first game, he has that. So it's obviously, and I think if anyone's listening, it's like, oh, it's the system. It's the system. They run this kind of a. And
Law
so
tech?
yeah, they run kind of the. I don't know if it's a run and shoot, but it's kind of a lot of quick dink and dunks and whatever. But I tell you what, he threw for over 300 yards. They won the game. He threw for 78%.
I'm gonna do this to you. To Mark.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay,
Do what?
This is being.
I'm
video.
gonna go back in time and reference a conversation that we had last year. Because Moss was Moss was
got dirty
texting.
laundry. He's
Moss was
pulling out.
texting
Dude, sometimes
on
I throw
the
stuff
hour.
out.
On the hour, Moss was texting. We don't have the guys. We don't have the guys. We don't have the athletes. We don't have the this and that. And we were having an in-person conversation, and I'm like, Moss, it's all coaching. And he's like, it's not coaching. It's not coaching. We don't have the guys anymore. And then Bachmeier leaves, which is the only thing that changed. And the offensive coordinator came in, Dirk Cutter, and instantly turned it around with the exact same guys. And you were like, you're probably right. And I was like, yeah, this is coaching. Their coaching can make up a huge gap in talent.
I agree,
massive gap in
especially when
talent.
you have an NFL coach like Cutter. I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so. On one hand, I totally agree.
Right.
On the other hand, I think it's arguable to ask what type of talent we do have now compared to some of these other years we're talking about.
Totally, sure.
I was listening to the radio today. Right now, we have the least NFL guys that made 53-man roster, 11 guys from Boise State, the least that we've had for a decade or more.
But what was
our talent level is going down.
But what's the interesting thing about that? I'm not disputing that.
But they sugarcoated it with we have the most out of all the Mountain West teams.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And then that's good.
That's something.
Yeah.
But what was the difference? So go back to 2010. And our best players, some of them came from Idaho.
No, it's
And it's like,
Again,
what
to
is
that
that?
point,
Where
it
does
is
that come from? And they're 2-star players.
Name.
Well,
Who do we got?
McClellan.
Shea McClellan.
Shea McClellan. You had the linebacker.
Matt Paradis.
Well, Matt Paradis was from what was
from
it?
Council or
Council, and then the linebacker up from Coeur d'Alene.
Van Der Esch? No.
No,
That
who was
wasn't
this
yet.
guy? Hout. He was a starter. He was a great
Byron Hout.
player.
Good player, but he wasn't an NFL player.
Well, pretty close.
He got punched.
He got punched by LeGarrette. He took that pretty good.
Well,
He took an NFL punch.
take Kellen Moore, take Shoemaker. I mean, there was a number of players that were just. I don't know that they were better talent wise, but we had obviously a better system, better coaching, and then we added talent for sure.
We were in,
but some of our stars were not 5-star people.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And sorry, I didn't mean to say talent like star rating, because actually, technically, I think recruiting wise, we are better than we were in a lot of the Pete years, actually. But I think it's a combination of talent or of coaching and, making these guys into NFL type players. It's just like, look at our team right now. How many guys are going to be drafted from this team next year? I mean, there's some young guys.
It only matters on winning. If we win a bunch, guys will get drafted.
It does help.
That's it.
I agree. So much of it has to do with coaching. And how many times did we hear from maybe people we knew or that were close to the team about Coach Pete was the guy that they would die for, right?
Yeah.
Just the advice that he would give them, the role model that he was. Yeah.
I didn't want to cut you off at all, but
You did.
but I did. Do you remember when Harsin left?
No one
cared.
No one cared at all.
Nobody put it out on social media like, "Hey, thanks, you gave me a chance. You did this or that."
Nobody.
Not a single player.
Yeah.
A single player. That says something, dude.
Yeah.
That always stuck out to me because when Pete left, everybody said, "Oh, that was my mentor. That was my guy for forever."
That's so true.
And I think Coach Pete expected so much of these players, right? They were held to a higher standard, so they expected.
So what did Harsin think then?
I don't know. I think Carson was just a jerk, and I think that they could see that.
I kind of like, yeah.
But how did he do in Auburn?
He could be.
It was.
I mean, but was he the same way there?
He did a lot of great things for sure, but I think there was the side of Harsin that was like, oh, this is not cool.
Well, Drinkwitz put it.
There was Hars and Brian.
Yeah. And so that's classic, right? And that's probably what his players saw too.
Did you guys watch the Florida Gator thing on Netflix?
I haven't seen it yet.
I saw the first
Johnny
episode.
Football one. But
So I know that there's that's one perspective, right?
Would they have died for Urban? I mean, would they have gone to bat for Urban?
Dude, they're just like, we were training like we were going to war. The workouts that they did, the expectations that they had.
It was interesting that Urban's like, you're going to sit there and wrestle until you get hurt or give up.
Yeah.
I
And
didn't watch this. Dude,
it was crazy. They one part they said you have to get down on a wrestling mat and crawl from
drills.
like one end of the gym to the other
with a guy on your back.
And this guy's going to stop you from crawling.
Yeah.
And they're big guys. And they're like choking them out. Yeah. They're making them pass out.
Yes.
They're no kidding. And the guys said, this is the hardest thing I've ever done trying to crawl. I couldn't defend myself. And guys were like throwing elbows and punching and it was.
I don't think in 2023 that you can't get away with that anymore.
Well, he did.
I wonder if anyone out there, college programs are doing that.
Well, his point was, I did that because I wanted everybody to quit. I just wanted everybody to get out.
Deion style.
I'm
Louis.
coming. I'm bringing my Louis
approach.
Anyway, but I wonder.
Did you see Deion's like, we're not doing culture. We just want to win games.
Did he say that? I liked how he said.
How's your culture?
I liked how he said.
Everyone
He's
else is like, we need culture to win games. He's like, screw the culture. We're just gonna win.
I liked how he said.
Good luck.
For my D line, I need a single parent.
Yeah, I saw
under the poverty line.
Yeah,
and then for my quarterback, I need a stable family, a nuclear family, and that's
he got kind of burned for that.
You can say that.
Well, I don't want to get into politics, but if you're, some people can say that, some people can't say that. I think.
Yeah. Well, he can say that. Yeah, for sure.
That's just my point, though. That I mean, I would be interested to see what the locker room looks like, what practice looks like with Avalos.
What is it supposed to look like?
I don't know, but I just think players play to a higher level when there's more expectations. And I'm sure Avalos expects a ton from these players. You have to as a coach. But obviously once they got rid of Plow, they made some changes with Cutter. They did some things like that.
I think
the performance changed.
I think when you're losing, you lose confidence in your coach. And I think it's probably like a general in an army. When you're losing, you're like, this guy won't look out for me. And I think that's the same with sports. And when you're losing, like we were losing under Avalos, you're probably looking up saying, this guy can't make the decision to get rid of clear problems or make big changes. You know, you just keep going along and see what happens or see what changes. And then, you know, obviously Cutter brought in some fresh ideas and fresh perspective, but
I'm curious.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm curious if Bachmeier never left, how the rest of the season would have gone. Because I generally side with coaches in regard to, like, everyone always likes the backup quarterback. Everyone always thinks so-and-so should be playing more. Austin Bolt should be a starting, and he's nowhere on the depth chart. It's like, oh, but so I generally am like,
ouch,
okay,
by
the
the way.
coaches.
Ouch on Austin Bolt.
Maybe
by the
he's
way.
great, but like all you hear is like, free Austin Bolt. He's where is he? I don't know. But anyways, so all these fans think we know best, and I generally am like, okay, the coaches see these kids every day. They're in the meetings. So they generally know best. And then Taylor Green gets inserted, and it's like, how was Hank still starting? And I wonder if it was Taylor should have been playing the whole time, or if it was truly the coach. And if Hank would have stuck around and he had an NFL coach coaching him, how good Hank would be for this year. You know what I mean? Like,
well, if he would have got Cutter at the start of the year all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Taylor wouldn't have played if Cutter was there from the start of the year.
Taylor wouldn't have.
He
It would have been
played.
Hank.
It would have been Hank.
They would have figured it out, I think.
Probably.
And he would have had games at 70, 80%, you know,
Probably.
completion percentage.
So it's crazy how things happen, but here we are.
Yeah.
Taylor's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I heard an interview with the guy from Seattle. I heard the Peterson interview, which is pretty. Oh man, just listen to that guy's voice on the Boise radio again. Did you know that he was on?
Yeah,
Iowa
I
Sports
saw
Talk?
that he was on Iowa Sports
Yeah,
Talk,
just
but he
sounded
still
good, man.
bugs me that he loves Washington more than
he
Boise
lives
State.
up there. He's on their payroll.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Anyways,
He loves Don James.
Don't make me get pissed at that.
So Peterson was talking to one of their play-by-play guy, and he kind of said this to our local radio. He said, Peterson told me that he sees a lot of Kaepernick in Taylor.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I saw
makes
that
sense,
last year.
for sure.
And tall, lanky,
Gets around the
fast,
edge,
and
yeah.
just makes things happen. And I don't think things have happened since, but to have a college quarterback, I mean, that's not a bad
Taylor
thing.
seems like the full the real deal, character-wise. Like he's
Seems
not
like a
wild.
good kid,
yeah.
man. Seems
So
like
cool.
a good
for
kid.
him.
You just root for him. I hope he can. I mean, my biggest fear for Taylor in this year, in this game, but even this year in particular, is if teams can do what Fresno did. And he had a really bad game in that, championship game. And I think it had more to do with what Fresno did. I'm not going to pretend like I know their scheme. I think they spied him, and they just made sure he stayed in the pocket, and they didn't let him run around the edges, and he had to sit back there and throw, and he really struggled.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's going to be the game plan. The question is, has he improved as a passer?
What if our running game's better? What if our protection is better?
We
What
got,
if,
we got
so
two
much
freshmen
stuff?
We got
on the
another-
O-line.
Surprise, surprise. We got
Probably
another
not.
center that's out. We have no idea why.
We don't know
3
where he
years in
is.
a row.
We don't know where he is.
No one knows where he is. I mean, the coaches probably do. 3 years in a row, we haven't had a center. Someone's going to be snapping the first time he's ever snapped. And so we got two freshmen playing, a new center.
That's a big,
Dude, it's a
big
huge
responsibility.
deal. It's just so frustrating. And we talked about that a little bit last week. It's just
Just temper expectations, I guess, for Washington, right? Let's string together some good.
No, Matt said they were going to win.
Shoot.
Yeah, but we're gonna lose it all in Wyoming. Like it doesn't matter. Like we're gonna crash and burn.
You
worse.
guys made me choose Wyoming.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Okay,
We said,
you didn't.
Question. Question. Does it matter that our quarterbacks don't go to the NFL and play?
That's weird.
Does it matter? You all right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Equipment malfunction here.
Mark moved and
I think most kids that are NFL quarterbacks want to see that there's some sort of potential there. But I don't know. I mean, think about Rippon and Hank.
So I think
We're
Zabransky.
both really, really highly ranked quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like Hank was like the
You're right.
sixth rated quarterback.
Rippon just got let go, right?
He's back on the practice squad. They signed him.
Oh, okay.
So they were really highly ranked. So I don't think it's hurting us in recruiting.
But you know what's odd? The guy Rippon replaced, Finley, went and had a
went
great
to the
career,
NFL.
and then he went to the NFL.
He didn't play a ton. He got drafted though. We haven't had a quarterback
Is
drafted.
he second string right now, or where
I
is
don't know
he?
if
Is he in?
Finley's still in the league. I don't know. He hasn't played much, if at all. But
Look it up.
You named your daughter after him.
I didn't, but I remember.
Because isn't it Finley with the D? Is it Finley?
no, I think it's.
Finn?
All I know is he's the one that ran from the cops, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He busted out of the car. They got pulled over, and he ran. And he
Drafted by Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
so that's a good start to his career here. But I don't know. That's
Currently,
weird.
it's
That's a good question. Is it
Houston
something about our
don't think he's
scheme
playing.
that we're? I mean, it feels like we play.
But my thing is, if we win, does it matter?
I don't
It's
care.
like plug and
care.
play, plug. So
don't
you don't.
care.
Okay,
I don't care
All right.
either. It's
All right.
great to see guys in the NFL, but just win games here. And Grant Hedrick. Let's go back to Hedwig, right?
Dude, I don't
I
bring
loved
that
him as
up.
a college
That's a
quarterback.
That's a huge missed opportunity. Hedrick,
I loved it.
He should have
was a
played 3 years
great
in a row.
college
Incredible,
quarterback.
incredible
And
playmaker.
he had no pro potential.
And you know the difference
He-
between Hedwig and Southwick? Besides P-Gate? Grant
that
made
is a
plays, dude.
difference.
He made plays
Yeah. With
his
when we
legs,
needed.
dude.
And Southwick, and South, great guy. I'm sure, great guy. All that stuff. Didn't make plays. And we can all
Hed-
acknowledge that. Could not run for the first down.
Yeah.
Couldn't make plays.
Hedwick could get first down. He could run. He
Delivered.
Yeah.
He
That's
delivered
what I
the
love about
message when they
Southwick
needed
would
it.
find the
a yard
10-yard
short.
marker.
Yeah,
and
go
Go
9
9.
yards.
Go for
Yeah,
9.
I think that was a big. I've already said it. Reference to episode 1. That was a big part of our downfall,
You give him 10 yards, he'll take 9. Right?
That was the worst.
dude.
Start the slide early. Oh my god.
Start the slide 8 yards into
I wonder
it.
what Southwick's doing now. By the way, I wonder where he's at.
I don't know. Hey,
He's got a
Southwick,
podcast
if you're
somewhere.
out there,
Sorry,
let us know.
sorry. Like,
Leave us a comment.
Why would he do that? Why would he do that?
Why not?
Someone's gonna tag him. He's we're getting
Come on, man.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's interesting.
Okay. You got our music, Brandon? I think it's time for 5 questions.
Yes.
Give me a minute
Doesn't have the music.
because you have 5 questions.
They're right in front of me. I don't think. Is this the same music as last time?
This is it.
This is for Brandon, right?
5 questions with Brandon Minor. Former.
Does Mark get a play? Because I remember I answered 2.
Well, he can kind of chime in.
Okay, after I chime in, you can chime in.
There's no phone a friend, but he can comment. We're doing this with Brandon Minor, former Eagle High football standout.
Star.
Cornerback. Corner, not quarter.
Cornerback. Yep. Corner.
Cornerback. Defensive back.
Yep.
Kicker. You didn't punt.
I
right?
didn't punt.
Didn't punt.
Played a couple positions over the 4 years. Main position, obviously, corner.
Played with former Boise State running back John Helmendaller.
And tight end Derek Schumann.
Tight end Derek Schumann. Year younger than us.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, you ready for this?
I'm ready, bro.
Some of these are, I watch Jeopardy, and sometimes there's questions that teach you, like they have a lot of fluff.
There's a lot of build up for this, but I'm ready.
There's a
to
lot
go.
of fluff, and it's like more about them teaching you rather than the answer, because the answer is easy. Anyway,
Okay.
there's some teaching
All right,
questions.
so
There's
this
some
could
tricky
be deep.
questions. True or false? Bush Hamden.
First play. First
Bush Hamden's older brother played in the NFL.
false. He played in the MLB.
What? That was the linebacker, the flying torpedo.
No,
dude.
Venable. That's true. Hold on. No, false. He was a tennis star.
I don't
Go for it.
No.
What?
He played in the NFL.
Screw you.
Yeah.
What do I care about you?
He was like a journeyman quarterback in the NFL.
Was he really?
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Who's the somebody had a famous tennis star brother. Huh. All right. Well, I got that wrong. Continue. All right. Look,
I don't know.
Mark got
I
that
don't know
wrong.
who that is.
I
Mark
didn't
didn't
get it.
know.
All right.
We're going to Washington. Who did Coach Pete replace at Washington?
It was
It's a little bit of
Sarkisian.
a trick question.
Sarkisian. Well, Sarkisian left down to USC, and then Pete came in, and they got the better deal. Washington, 100%. But
Yeah.
Sark was like that. He got drunk at USC and got kicked out from there.
Yeah.
So that
He
wasn't
was
Washington.
in Washington too, but
Wasn't Washington after USC?
No.
no,
It was-
He
USC
went from
was after.
Washington
Yeah.
to USC.
Washington, okay.
And he replaced Ty
Whittingham.
Whittingham. Yeah.
No, Whittingham.
The guy that was at
It's
Notre
Kyle
Dame.
Whittingham
Yeah.
in Utah, but it's Ty Willingham.
Yeah, you can.
or
Willie, yeah, you
something.
can.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Correct. Sarkeesian.
Okay, Steve Sarkeesian, correct. Question number 3.
Bring it.
Taylon Green comes from an athletic family.
Okay, this is a problem. I don't know anything about the current roster. I don't know anything about the current roster.
I got this one.
His sister played college basketball,
Yeah.
Division 1. Can you name one of the teams she played for?
One of the teams.
Yeah.
It was big time.
Can I get a?
And
a
it should
big
be
time?
the team I'm thinking of. She played for...
Are we talking big time? Like
Yeah.
national? Like we're not talking Connecticut?
No, it wasn't.
No.
It was not UConn.
She played for Duke.
Oh, really?
She played for Duke.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big deal.
Louisville
no idea.
as well.
Wow, that's
University
of
one the
Louisville.
top
Did she have
5
any?
programs.
Did she have any playing time? Like was she legit?
I think so.
Okay.
I didn't go through her stats.
Yeah, who
but,
was that? We had a really good women
I guess
basketball player.
I guess she came off the
Meridian.
bench. But
Yeah, well, that's good. That's pretty good.
yeah.
And she went to Maryland. You remember that girl? Went to
yeah,
Maryland and then
short.
went to Oregon
She
State and
plays
then
in
she
the
went.
WNBA.
Does she?
Or she got drafted. I don't know. If
Okay, she was a good
I
player.
know who
So
that is.
short.
Destiny
Slocum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know where she's at.
She played for like 3 colleges.
Someone let us know. Destiny Slocum.
Where you at?
Where's she at?
Where are they now?
Yeah.
Question
Okay.
number 4.
Okay.
North end zone or south end zone?
Preference? Well, I don't know. With historical or with the new board?
Ooh. Open ended.
The question is north end zone or south end zone.
When are we going to learn something? I thought you said we were learning something in this
You didn't know about Taylor Green's. You didn't know about Taylor
That's
Green's
true.
sister?
Taylor Green and Bush Hampton. That's true.
Come on, man.
You know, I don't mind. I would like to see the large board. I wouldn't like to crank my neck and look over my shoulder. So I'm saying north end zone.
That's correct.
Okay. North end zone's correct. Yeah.
It will
South
be
end
really
zone's a little more
nice.
rowdy, right?
South end zone is where it's. I think the crazies go down there. I do. I think. I've actually never sat in an end zone for a game, ever.
Let us know if you're
Yeah.
north end zone or south end zone.
South end zone would be fun. It's crazier there.
It's crazier there, and now that with that board, it's going to be loud.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right.
All right, last one. 4 for 5, or you're 3 for 4 right now. Wait,
Could it be 4
No.
for 5?
Just
Is that what we're saying?
no, you're 2 for 4.
Oh, because I didn't get Taylor
Yeah.
Green's sister?
Yeah.
Stupid question,
I got
dude.
that one.
Okay, half 100. We love that saying.
Right.
Half 100.
Half
Tim
100.
Plow.
Don't
He's
look at the
not gonna
scoreboard.
until it's half 100.
Right.
How are you going to know it's half 100 if you didn't look? I don't
It
know.
was an odd saying.
It was an odd saying.
I was okay with it at the
Doomed
time.
From day one.
I was okay with it at the time, but it was an odd saying. It's like, wait a minute, that doesn't count. It doesn't calculate right.
Last year, we didn't get to half 100.
Ever.
But we got close.
Okay.
We scored 49 points against which opponent?
Ooh.
We beat them 49 to 10.
Nevada?
Not UTEP.
Will you stop that? Will you stop bringing up Utah? This is what I'm saying, chopping me down. Was it Nevada? Was it Nevada? Or was it
Fine.
Colorado State? Colorado State sucked last year bad, but I remember watching Taylor Green have a couple long runs against somebody at home. This is stupid. In
I don't
prior
know.
years,
I'm going
I would.
New Mexico though.
I mean, it could be any of those. I'm going to go Colorado State. Final answer.
Got it.
Oh, nailed that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that.
Okay.
3 for 5.
Just
Not
because I know Colorado State sucked bad last year.
5 questions with Brandon Miner. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know a lot about the current team roster. Number one, I don't read the Statesman. I'm just going to throw it out there. Hate them.
Man.
I hate Statesman.
Paywall. I mean, I guess
I love independent journalism. I love Bronco News Nation.
Yeah.
I love BJ Rains. I love what he's doing over there.
Yeah.
I absolutely
Big fan of BJ.
huge fan. I love the way independent media is going. Subscriber to BNN, by the way.
Me too. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I let it expire, but there's he does promotions. I was going to do it tonight.
Declined on the renewal. Dang.
My Venmo debit card
Yeah.
declined.
Yeah.
What do you say we talk Washington? Predictions.
Oh, great. I don't know anything about Washington, the team Washington, besides what Mark just said. I'm happy to talk about it. I purposely have been looking elsewhere. So I'm
Okay.
On that note, I
I'll
apologize.
go prediction, and
Yeah.
I hate to say this. First, I'm going to preface this with
We've kind of already said it, though.
Okay,
Yeah,
be
we've
quick.
already said
I'll be
it.
quick.
Yeah.
I'll preface this with anything can happen. Upsets happen every week. Is it impossible for us to win? No. To win, we're going to have to win the turnover battle by 3+, I think.
And score
we're
on
gonna
each
need to
turnover.
get some big stops on 4th down. We're going to need a special team score. We need all that to happen to win. That said, I think their offense is too good. I think we're going to have a hard time stopping them. I think we're going to score some points, but I'm going to go with 52 for Washington to 27.
Are we
Boise
writing
State.
this down? Are we writing this down?
It's written on the computer.
52-27.
As we're recording.
Ouch, dude.
Washington.
Can we at least lose early in that case? Because I want to emotionally unplug from
I
that game
hate to
early.
say that too, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
Would you rather lose by 52-27 or 34-33?
34-33.
34-33. Because
And-
the game's interesting. I want to watch a good
and,
game.
And
Just
you'd be like, oh,
so
if we
much.
just did this, we could have won. And then you're feeling good about next week and the rest of the year. If we get blown, I hope we can keep it. If we can keep it less than 20, I would feel okay.
I'm going to go the other way.
Okay.
Just because early on offenses don't do as well,
Yeah, I can
and the
see that.
defense does better.
Yeah.
And so just because of their miscues, I'm going to say they're in the 30s and we're in the 20s.
Okay.
Just pick middle, 35, 26,
smart.
whatever.
52.
35,
24.
26.
I don't know.
52 is probably a little large, but I already said it, so I'll keep with it. But what are you saying? 30 what?
35, 27.
Okay.
Sure.
So,
Or
hey,
24.
I would be, and I honestly don't know if I've ever got into a game being like, I'd be okay with a loss if it wasn't that bad. But we've just been conditioned.
But I don't know how
these
to-
losses, 17 and 9
Hey,
the last 2
you go back
years.
to Coach Pete years, and we're
We
like,
never
we're
would've
going to
thought
win
that.
this game.
I hate that I'm thinking that, and I hope I'm wrong.
But how do I
and I hope I never feel like this again, but I feel like this right now.
How do I prepare myself going into a game hoping to lose by a little?
It's horrible.
But no,
I've been
that's
doing
not the
that
answer.
for
How do
3
I do
weeks.
it? How do you
not
do it?
good.
How do you get there? Just walk
I
in
think
and
you just-
don't care?
I think that's the preparation thing that I kind of hit on earlier was like, Coach Pete's players expected to win those games, and we expected them to win. I don't know how many people.
How are you walking into the game starting? What's your emotional mindset walking into that game
The Washington
Yeah.
game?
As a fan.
as a fan?
Let's see how long we can hang around.
Okay. See, I get emotionally invested, and that's a problem of mine. That's a problem, right? I struggle with that. And so the more dissonance I could have, the less hurt I feel.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. Don't expect much. Don't get hurt so much. Right?
It just seems like the start of the season big games were always something like we're going to compete. It's going to be,
Yeah.
we have a great
Yeah.
shot at winning.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, we actually hung with them for
We should have won that.
3 quarters
We should
and
have
fell
won.
apart. But like since then,
That-
Oregon
It's-
State game was so bad.
All right. Well, okay. All right. Well, going back to Washington. What do you think? What's your price?
Yeah,
What's
I'm
your
more-
score prediction?
I was thinking 37-24, but more along the lines of
Mid 30s, mid
30.
20s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loss, you're saying now? Are you going back to a loss? Are you going with a win?
I said
that's true.
Okay, which
Matt, that's
You've,
true.
you've done one of each. So
which Matt is speaking right now? The hopeful Matt,
yeah,
This
you
is
gotta,
good.
33-30. We win.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, I like it.
Okay, whatever.
I gotta stick with what I said.
All right, look,
I gotta
look,
speak it into existence and say this is gonna happen.
That would be awesome.
You're a win, we're a loss.
Okay,
Whoever
33-30.
whoever side it goes is the
Shirts,
skins.
Skins, yeah.
Just is what it is. Would we get banned? Would we get censored on YouTube if we're in shirts? What if it's
Couple of grown men, dudes with their shirts off. What's
Oh, that's not
that may
pretty.
just got us censored on YouTube
Yeah.
right there? Would honest question? Would
Get the
they?
weed whacker out? I don't
why
know.
would they?
Maybe just
censor
a
you?
segment. Maybe just the start. The first 10 minutes.
Who wants
shirts
to see
or
that,
skins.
though?
That's
Are
the
there-
problem.
We're
Mark-
trying to get.
Mark,
Yeah,
you need to
we're
listen to more podcasts before the end of. But that's only if we win. I mean, I'll happily go shirtless for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be awesome,
All right.
dude.
That doesn't look
before
good
we
for you.
finish up, if we were to win, how big is that win?
Oh, it's big.
Oh, I,
mean,
don't want to get into this
I went
biggest
on-
win of
I went-
DSU history.
no.
No. But for the season, the
I went
outlook.
on the website.
You know what's a bigger win?
Dude, there's thousands of seats available for the UCF.
You know what's a
I mean,
bigger win?
Thousands upon thousands.
Well,
for the
but it's
UCF
not. But
game.
it's a away game, right?
No, it's home.
Oh, it's a home game.
UCF.
It's like
I
a
knew that.
week and a half away.
Bro, I'm gonna go tailgate that game. Is that 10 a.m. game?
No, it's 5. It's perfect. It's 5
Oh.
5 o'clock.
I
But
mean,
I'm
We
just
need,
saying,
we
if
need
we
to podcast that game.
if we win week one, first of all, we're ranked, guaranteed we're ranked, which we haven't been ranked in the Andy
been a
Alvarez
while.
era.
What's Washington?
But I think immediately
10.
all we need to get, we talked about this a little bit, like we win that game, then you get a sell and you beat UCF,
Okay.
and now all of a sudden
we're rolling.
We're rolling.
It's a bigger
we
win.
when was the last time we had a spark like that really got people going?
No,
Like, that's a good question.
Because
When was
what
the last
happens?
Cutter.
What happens is you have
No,
a big game.
No, we were
Stop!
2-2.
Don't give me that. Yeah,
Dude,
it was, dude.
We were
It was
2-2.
too.
Okay.
It was like, yeah, we're winning some Mountain West games. When was the last
Yeah.
time we were like nationally relevant?
That's the
and had a
problem.
big
Is you
game?
start out with these big games and you lose
Probably
them,
under
and what do you
Harsin.
have to look forward to? You can't
The
get on a
Mountain
roll
West.
if you're only
Yeah.
beating
That's true.
Colorado State and Nevada.
So that's my
Maybe-
question.
maybe
When
under
was the
Harsin.
last time it felt like the city like caught the fire?
I'll tell you the exact answer to that.
Nationally
2014?
relevant.
2014.
yeah.
The day after the Fiesta Bowl, 2014,
Of
when
our
we were
last
doing
Fiesta
recruiting.
Bowl.
Yeah.
It's 2023. Dude.
Yeah,
It's
we
been
know the
9
date.
years.
Yeah, we know that.
So
why
bad.
I'm saying.
Seriously? No, I would say it was Florida State. After we beat Florida
No,
State,
that's not a bad
with
call.
Hurricane Hank.
That's not a
because
bad idea.
He was
Freshman.
a true freshman.
That's true.
He was Florida State, even though they were bad.
They sucked.
They sucked, but it was like
were so
on
bad,
the road,
dude. They were bad.
on a hurricane, during a hurricane, and he's a freshman quarterback. Like,
It was
he had
like
so high
100,
hopes.
150 degrees.
And
It was a
then
big game.
to think where it went, like he never
Crashed.
hit that again. But I would think that was the last time.
All
And
right.
It was like, oh,
I'll
we're
give you that.
relevant.
You're probably right.
But then it like came crashing down pretty quick.
We need to rattle. If we win Washington, for me, it would be a loss if we lose one of the next 3 games. We'd have to rattle off three straight wins or 4 straight wins for me to like sustain that momentum versus it being a fluke.
Yeah, you need to keep rolling. But
Yeah. But
So, okay. At what point do you feel, you never feel good about a loss. I get it. Where's that difference between we lost, but
You know
we
what?
competed to,
I'll
like,
give you
that
an
sucked,
example.
we got blown out. I mean, I'm talking point level.
I'll give you an
Above
example.
20?
Well, I want to give you an example. Michigan State post Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
We lost
Yeah,
like 10-17 or something.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
But we battled, dude. We had like a great defense,
Yes.
and we showed a lot of like it was.
Yeah.
We said,
I
hey,
could
we
deal
were a
with
good
that.
team.
I could
Le'Veon
deal with
Bell
that.
ran us over.
Yeah, he did. He ran
Yeah.
for like 250
Yeah.
Killed
yards.
us.
Dude, we had
but that was
Nawahini back there trying. Oh gosh.
well, no, we did really well that game,
Yeah,
man. I
Safety
remember.
making tackles
Oh,
left
that
and
guy.
right.
Yeah. But we had a good game. Anyway,
So what is it? If we lose by 19, not feeling
2
great,
touchdowns.
but you're not
More than 2 touchdowns.
less than 2 touchdowns. I think I'm feeling pretty good about the season.
This is such a dumb
Oh,
conversation.
okay, but what do you have to
dude.
look?
That's
What's the next big game you have to look forward to on the schedule?
UCF. That's a big game. They're Big 12 now.
Okay, but if you lose those 2,
dude.
Okay, why are we going there? That
Let's
hurts
not do it.
already.
I know
dude. Why are we
not do
that's
it.
the problem.
Dude, North Dakota, 10 a.m., bro.
No, I'm going to that game. I'm going to tailgate that game. I'm going to tailgate North Dakota.
16,000 people in the stands.
Well, add 2
if
more.
we're 0-2,
Add 4
there
more
will
people.
be less actual butts in the seats at 10 a.m. If we're 0-2, there'll be less than 22,000 people in the stands.
I'm just going to give a hot take, dude.
That's a hot take.
The
Mark.
more okay, Mark's doing a hot take, but the less I have to worry about college football sometimes, the less it takes off my plate. So maybe I would like enjoy that North Dakota game because the expectations are so low.
You just
just
want to
gonna
go
throw it
in
out
low
there.
stress.
I kind of
So you're hoping we lose the
that's
the
what,
next
no,
two,
I'm
so you
not.
have a
But
really
it's like
nice morning
it seals the
breakfast.
season. It seals the season for me. It's like okay, it is what it is. No expectations, and that's what I loved about the BSU. I was stress free on every single home game because we were going to win.
Yeah. Is that what you want though? Because the excitement of you said you're going to get excited if they rattle off 8 straight, right?
It's
because there's a lot of fun that happens with.
It's not what I want,
the
but
fun.
but it's what I need.
What you need the low stress
I need, I don't know.
because you've already
What?
been through the roller
Doesn't
coaster.
make any
of-
sense.
I know it doesn't make any sense. I'm speaking on an emotional basis.
Yeah. So we
All
do.
right.
He's
All right.
going for mediocrity.
I'm just saying that if we're gonna have a crappy season, the sooner the better. I'm
No.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it's a free country. What is this not America?
We could go 0-2, still win the Mountain West because I think the Mountain West generally sucks this year. But any national relevance would be gone.
All right.
0-2.
Yeah, okay.
Let's hope. Would you guys take 1-1?
Basketball
If I
season,
told you
baby.
right now, would you? I mean, you take 1-1.
Well,
Yeah,
who's the
right?
one against?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll take 1-1.
Totally.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
would. Give me 1-on-1 right now.
1-on-1.
Washington,
What if it's,
UCF. I don't care who we win.
You don't care who you lose to?
No, I don't care. After 2 weeks, if we're 1-on-1, would you take that right now?
Yeah, I'd take that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. Yeah.
I'd take it.
Yeah. Well, what wouldn't you take? I mean, why wouldn't you take
that.
it?
And I've never. That's
If
the thing.
0-2 is the
I've
alternative.
never thought. Well, 2-0 is the alternative. 2-0 would be the
I'd take
ultimate
2-0.
bit. I've never thought that way. I've never thought that way. That I'd be happy splitting 2 games, but that's where we're at. Please change this, and Diablos.
It's not going to change until the start of next year.
What's going to happen next
I was just going to say, we'll know what happened this year, and we'll say, okay, this 3 years in a row, we know what to expect, dude.
Yeah.
We know exactly what to expect. If he's the coach and we have the same results, if we have the same win percentage this year.
For him. It's a big year.
Yeah.
You got to win the Mountain West.
You got to win early.
All right.
Got to win early.
Any last thoughts before the game?
I'm hopeful. I know I said 40. What did I say? 42-27. I really hope I'm wrong.
The game's on ABC,
57.
right?
You said like
man.
57-10 is what you said.
No, I said
27.
52-27.
52-27.
ABC, dude. Yeah, you don't want to get embarrassed on ABC. It's like the biggest game of the weekend. Everyone's saying it's
Saturday. Usually it's on Monday. They have the biggest games, right? That's the
there's
Virginia
a few
Tech
big
game.
games, but it's a top 5 game this weekend
For the Saturday game.
Yeah.
Kickoff is
1:30 ABC.
1:30 ABC.
On Saturday.
I'm
an idiot.
The day before
I'm an
Sunday.
idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I have not made preparations
you were
for
getting on
it.
Moss saying you knew what year it was. Like, yeah, we know, Mark, what year it is.
I'm struggling.
Do you know?
I'm struggling. I haven't. It hasn't registered. It may not register until just before the game.
You gonna wear your Wolf Dog shirt?
Should I? I actually pulled it out of storage. Should I?
What's Boise State wearing
I've worn
this
it in
weekend?
one.
It hasn't been announced yet. I'm going to predict blue helmet, white jersey, orange pants. That's the Fiesta style. All 3 Fiesta
That's the
bowls.
bowl game.
That's the Fiesta
uni.
bowl. I think they're going with that one.
No.
I think that's what they're going to do. I think it's
Just all white.
Sentimental value. there.
Stormtrooper? All white.
Stormtrooper's pretty sweet.
All white.
Yeah.
I like that one. I like that, but
Maybe uniforms is the one thing that I actually really get excited about.
I like the uniform. I like all the combos. I do.
Dude, I love that they brought the old school back.
Yeah, the
bad.
Love the old
Love
school.
that.
I think they're going old school logo, this one here, on a white helmet this year.
Love that.
That'd be cool.
I think they are.
See, I think it'd be cool if they brought back the old school face masks.
Can we ask Jeremiah Dickey for a helmet with the old school logo on it?
He doesn't respond to me anymore.
He doesn't?
Did he? He did.
What happened?
I don't think he blocked me, but I used to actually have some conversations with him a little bit, back and forth, even like DM.
Maybe he's busy.
He's probably slightly busy. Or he just doesn't like my critique.
Maybe he doesn't like that you don't donate to the program.
I don't.
Oh yeah, season tickets.
Oh, see, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you buy
I'm a
season
BAA
tickets?
member.
Okay.
How?
Yeah. You have to be a BAA. I'm a
you
BAA
have-
So you have season tickets for football.
No, my dad has season tickets.
Oh.
We have 4. My dad does. I bought the mini plan. I bought for my kids and my wife.
I talked to Dickey a couple times. He's a nice
good
guy. Really
He's a
nice
good
guy.
He is. He's doing a good job.
He's like, get to 100 listeners.
You've talked to him about this?
No.
Okay.
And I'd be like, all right, it's good as
Slightly busy.
it's as good as not giving it to us. If we need 100 listeners,
combined with all of our.
yeah, maybe we should be specific on that.
All right.
I don't know. We'll see.